Done. Right. I try and keep like my ears to like the internet streets. Like I ain't got like a big team that's like working around the clock, keeping up to date and all that shit or whatever. But I try and keep up with the shit and the people that can actually suffer, like listen to, because some people is just too mad, didn't yeah, whatever. Anyway, I think like one of the things that like we kind of like sometimes miss out on, yeah, or miss out on emphasizing on. And I'm glad like Homeboy did, but I'm gonna do a little monologue before I like play it. But big him up, but we're gonna get to that. Our journeys. I feel like our journeys are like probably like one of the most important things that's part of like our lives, like the journey. Like none of us are here where we're acting like how we're acting without going through the journey that we went through. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Anyway, I'm not gonna try and make it too long. I'm gonna cut it short because I've touched on this before. My journey, mum dying young, dad local. Definitely was a mummy's boy before that. Touching on what you're gonna see in a minute, yeah. I've had experiences of like people trying it. There's a girl that tried it first year school. She suplexed me, whatever. I came back the next day, hit her with a chair, whatever. Yeah, that was one of like the first thing, whatever. I spoke about it before or not, whatever. Anyway, boom. After that, the next time I had to really like stand on 10 toes was my pops being locked up. Bearing in mind my mom's passed away already at this point, so I'm basically somewhat like an orphan. I'm hanging around with the orphans. They don't like me. I'm a bit too fresh when I got there. That's where I kind of learned how to throw up dukes. Whatever. Anyway, one thing I realized, right? Most of my friends had like a different upbringing to me, and by that, I mean they grew up with their moms, and I didn't. I grew up with my pops, and my pops was a very staunch type of guy. He's a lot softer now, and oh, I couldn't believe the other day, yeah. Well, not the other day, about like a year and a half ago, I'm in Africa, yeah, and I'm talking to like his recent wife, yeah, 'cause he's had a few, yeah, and we're having a conversation about like people hitting kids and whatnot, yeah. And she trying to say to me, yeah, like obviously, like he would never do that, and I was like, I beg your pardon. I got the most speech. Don't get it twisted, deserved it. I ain't trying to, but I got you could never. But anyway, I grew up staunch, right? Um, wouldn't change it for nothing in the world because I love the way my dad grew me and it made me ready for the world that I had to step into. But it was just different. I had a stone cold Medusa type of upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Literally, could them niggas was cold and then there was a Versace. You know what I'm saying? And a bunch of other shit. But yeah, anyway, boom. I don't think it's something that we touch on yet, and I feel like I've touched on it before, but I'm glad like Homeboy did like different type of respect, for him from doing it. I'll be real. I'm gonna just run some of it before I start talking for too long, cause yeah, I can get that up.
You know, the things are already, we still talk about all sorts of things. See, today though, gonna show you a different side that you probably don't see. Let me know in the comments if you can relate to it. Some grown talk, you know what I'm saying? How many of you lot watching this tell the people that you love them? Not even no banter, real life. Because you see what I noticed with me, at this big age that I'm at, trauma's a real thing. And sometimes you sit and think like, when did it change? What happened? So I go back to like how I was raised, single parent, and salute to my mother. Cause I do love my mother, obviously. But I feel like when I was in secondary school, remember like, immediate family is very small. So you know, people in school, they got like cousins, brothers. You know, like if they get in a little passer, they can call on them. You know, I didn't find myself until much later. So like I remember early days of school, little pieces of bullying was happening. Do you get what I'm saying?
They did have those, but yeah. But
Like,
yeah, like you.
and no one likes bullies. I don't like bullies. But I was definitely bullied. Do you get what I'm saying? And not bullied to the point where it's like, oh, everyday man's getting bullied. But you know, like the littlest thing. A man, you know, like barge you or, oh, look at the light skin you. It could be anything, but it's bullying, innit? Because, bro, I don't know you.
But you know what though, yeah? I don't even know yet. I don't know. You could have a growth spur like later on, yeah. But I would, because I was always small with it. So I would look at someone like, think, yeah, you was country, you was good. But, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but big about I rate this whole convo.
I don't know who you are. You're just talking all sorts of stuff, all sorts of madness. Bullying, bro. I can admit it. But what that did, that must have been the switch that changed my mindset to be like, you got to stand up for yourself. You got to be resilient. You got to, yeah? Don't have it, kind of thing. So to my later days of secondary school,
my version of that was my dad slapping me after I got punched up in school and I tried to come and cry to him about it. I got a forehead on the back and I knew from dead, dark, can't let it run.
it started happening slowly. You know what I'm saying? Talking up for myself. Understanding that it's crazy. Like situations that you can think, like, bro, man never ran, man stood tall. Bro, I love man for that. I'm not even saying, yeah, grown. But I feel like that's where this cold side of me came from. And even till today, I still struggle to say them 3 words. I can say it in a text. You know, like mumsy might text you like, love you, son. Yeah, love you, mum. But you see, like if we might link mumsy for a coffee or something, go shopping with mumsy or something. Mumsy might, you know, like she's jumping in her car, love you, son, or I'm like, It's crazy.
You know what?
Say some foolish street stuff back to my mum, like, you done, no? like, it's hot.
You know what? Yeah, this is so interesting to me, yeah, because it's a bit different for me. Like you should tell my older sister I love her. I tell my little sister I love her. I ain't never told my older brother or little brother I love them. My dad told me he loved me the other day. I think it was about 3-4 years ago. It sounded weird as fuck. Like, I ain't never heard that nigga say that shit. It was so weird. I was like, I love you too. Like, it was just so weird. But don't get twisted. I know my dad, like, I know my dad loves me because before he went in jail and that he had to really, like, bang. I know, like, he put his life on the line. Like, I saw it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't tell me. I saw it. But, it's interesting that he would kind of go through like a similar type situation, but from a whole different type of spectrum. Like it's mad interesting to me still. I can't lie.
Over, buddy. Man are big men and hey, so it can't just be me, or maybe it is just me that's in that weird place of finding it hard to say 3 words like to people that actually mean the most to you. People that one day won't be here. You won't even be able to tell them those 3 words. Hence why I'm having this discussion with you lot, because it's like, bro, if you're like me, we need to break the cycle and just force ourselves to say I love you, you know? It's weird, it's like man feel like man's like,
I don't know if we need to force ourselves, but definitely work towards being comfortable to say it. That's how I would say it. But what's understood doesn't need to be explained sometimes as well, though. But I hear it though. Like I'm not even like nitpicking at what you're saying or nothing because it's actually mad interesting to me. I'll be real.
sneaky for saying it. How crazy is that? What mindset do we have, or do I have, to be thinking like, oh, if I tell my mum I love her, she might think I'm sneaky. It's your mum, bad man. When you was doing all sorts of things and she had to do all sorts of things for all sorts of quids, work 2 cleaning jobs and rare tear, you can't find it in your heart to tell your mother you love her, bad man. Pattern up. But I guess it's trauma.
Nah, I proper like. I rate this. Like, no, big up Cleve. I rate this. Like, I feel like it's definitely like a grown convo, and it's like a vulnerability that we don't really like hitting. Me included. Like, some things I'll talk about that people might feel like it's vulnerabilities ain't to me. Like, I don't really feel about any type of way about talking about like my mom's death or my sister's death or shit like that or whatever. But there'll be other things that should be easy for me to talk about that I do find hard to talk about. So I fully get what the fuck he's talking about. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I actually do.
I realize it now, like, why am I like this? You know, like, people closest to me, I find it hard to tell them that I love them. So I start thinking, like, why is this though? Is it because I've created this shield from the streets to jail that now it's hard to break down? You don't just switch it off like that, I guess. Because all till today, I find it hard. My mum could pull up on me now and say, whatever, yeah, love you, son. Done now. Drive safely, mum.
Yeah. I think we need more convos like this, you know. See the thing about our culture, yeah, we don't like bigging each other up or rating what each other says because people hold on to things and then you might not get along with people later and people might try and throw it in your face or whatever they might try and do and shit like that. There's all that, like, in like, I don't know, the undertone or whatever you would have called it. You get what I'm saying? But, no, I'm rating this. I'm gonna leave it there, man. Big up Clue and yeah, you know the vibe.